Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Sunny here, and it literally just dropped this very second, the Global Lab patch. It's a day early, as I told you guys in the latest video, so I will be going through this, live reaction, going through it. I haven't read it, it just came up, and we're gonna cover today's patch. This is Friday global patch, right? It's Thursday today, and this should be the EDANIA patch for next week. And looking at the image here, hopefully it's not delayed again. I guess like quickly before we dive into it, my hope for this is of course not a delayed EDANIA. I hope it's ready. If it needs to be more delayed to be ready, then okay, right? It is what it is. But I really hope it's ready. I'm fucking ready. I hope you guys are as well. And of course, the other big thing I really hope they start doing with this patch today is the PvE damage changes. Buffs, nerfs, whatever, that they talked about, and I really want to see some damage buffs to the classes that are down bad in PvE still. But let's get into it. I don't know what's coming, so let's see what they got for us. Yeah, so this will be playable on the Global Lab server on Monday the 18th. If there's anything needs to be tested, but this here should be the oh my god, it's right here, Demon World Edana. Okay, so this should be the patch coming the 21st. Ooh, okay. So a quick overview here. Yep, there it is. The Demon World Edana is coming. Quest, it's probably going to be some of the bosses, the armor, crafting it, the offhand weapon, lifestyle content. It's all here. That's also going to be character stuff. Hopefully there's going to be some class changes. We're going to go through the list. I'll make sure to add some timestamps to this videos, guys. There's a lot of this, it looks like. Items, monsters, quest, node wall stuff as well, and system changes. So, so far, so good. Let's get to it. Greetings, adventurers. This is the Black Desert Studio. The gateway to Edania, a realm where chaos and order, good and evil exist side by side, has finally opened. In this new chapter, you'll face powerful bosses, uncover the secrets, dive into various combat and subjugation content, enjoy new life skill content. There's no way. It's probably just going to be like new trees and a new potion to make us some stuff like. I doubt there's actually new content like to do. But we'll take it. Uncover secrets, dive into various combat, subjugation content, enjoy new life skill content, and discover brand new gear. We'll craft this update to let you experience Black Desert's magic all over again. It's the most excited I've ever been about an expansion. And thank the heavens, it's finally going to be global. We get it one day after Korea. Korea gets it the 20th, we get it the 21st. Also, quick note about this, I'll be doing a 12-hour stream starting at noon Thursday until like midnight. So we'll be like 2 hours before maintenance ends. We're going to cover all the stuff, we're going to read through the patches, and we're going to do Sovereign Offhand enhancing. I'm also going to be challenging the hardest boss at the time, Insla. I have the gear for it. So we're going to try and beat Insla on day 1 as well. And of course, we're going to go out, we check different stuff, check the grind out, all of that. So it's going to be a good old stream. Make sure to tune in next week, the 21st. Okay, this time you'll have a chance to shape history yourselves with the journey to the throne of Edania. I will be doing everything I can to try and become the first Edana as well. I will be trying to be part of this. Claiming one of the 5 thrones could make you a wise ruler or ruthless overlord. But this path isn't for everyone. You'll need to defeat the boss guarding each throne, so make sure you're ready for this challenge. As always, the world of Black Desert comes alive with your stories. We hope you become a beacon of hope in Edania, restore order, and write a new chapter in a shared history. Or just run around as the Edana, the Demon Lord, and kill everyone in your region with no karma laws. Hey, you write your own story. Many of you have asked about Monster Zone profits and CRONSTONE prices after the release of Edania. Surprisingly so. People have been asking me about that as well. Do I think CRONSTONEs are going to go up with this? And I was like, maybe costume crons. I think they should, but hopefully not vendor crons. Also, the Monster Zone profit's been a big question. There we go. Okay, interesting. I'm going to address this. To be clear, there won't be any CRONSTONE price changes for now. As I said, like eventually it will happen. But that could be next year, 2 years from now. At this stage, we want to help more adventurers enjoy Edania. Think of it as building more ladders for everyone. For now, our focus is on making things more accessible and fun, especially with the ongoing combat and Monster Zone updates. If adjustments are needed in the future, we'll let you know when the time comes. Good. Finally, we're committing to making the first Edania update and the second one coming to September 10 the best they can be. Enjoy the adventures in Edania. So quick note about this. I know a lot of people have misunderstood this. There is scheduled Edania Part 1 and Edania Part 2. Edania Part 1 was split into 2. So Edania Part 2, there's going to be 5 additional castles, and that's where Savior is planned as well. With the Mechtherodon Dragon, whatever his name is, right? That's Edania Part 2. We know nothing about that. Edania Part 1 is the first 5 bosses. The first 3 bosses, the first 2, and then Insla, which is the second hardest, they're coming next, the 21st. And then the second half, which is 2 more grind spots, I believe that's Kashian and Kafras, and those zones, they are coming September 10. So it's basically 3 now. It's 3 sections of Edania. Okay. Oh my god, great. The quest stuff, we're gonna skim through this pretty quick. That's gonna be a quest, of course. I'll be doing that as well, Thursday. If you have decided Gladys Champion after completing interaction turn, you can start the main quest immediately right away. I'm guessing there's going to be a way of doing this even if you haven't done it right, but you might have a bit of a preempt to do it. Okay, Edania Adventure Journal. Chaos still has the 1 AP DP we don't have anywhere else, right? So that's why, like, it says, are we finally getting this? It's absolutely ludicrous, especially with the hard cap requirements. I've covered this in some of my videos about how you reach the gear to do Jardine and etc. It's hard requirements to do the bosses, as far as we know. We'll find out today, right? And that 1 AP DP is a huge deal in terms of reaching these requirements. So I'm really hoping to see us getting that right away. But yeah. This might be it. The new journal adventure consists of 7 stories, and in the middle of the story, adventurers can choose the story they want to proceed with. If you select the story you wish to progress through with the journal, you'll be guided to starting point. Yeah. Wednesday 20th, the history of your temple will be updated. I'm not sure about what this is, because, like, again, this could be KR only, right? Okay, here we go. For regions where an adventurer's has not been updated, the content will be added during the there it is. Okay, we're getting the 1 AP DP about freaking time. Okay, so it's in, thank Lord, plus 1 AP DP finally coming. Of course, we won't have any time to prep for it or whatever, right? But it's coming, it's there, it's coming in the 21st. Thank the heavens. This means that to do Jardine, the first boss, you need full tri armors. You don't need the challenge costume anymore. But of course, if you have that, then you can maybe go with a duo armor and then something else, right? So that's all the ways. It's good, and you definitely need it for the 440 DP boss. Great. Rare Edania legacy is found throughout Edania. Interesting. Edana is explored. The outer regions, you'll discover Edana's legacy. As you discover the legacy, you can obtain special rewards. Passing the trial to obtain some Edana legacy will reward you with primal fragments and gold ingots. Is primal fragments the stuff needed for upgrading? Huh? I'm not sure about that. We'll find out, I guess. So I guess there's like some open world exploration in the region. The Well of Abyss has appeared in Edania, so you can travel with the Magnus. Great. There are some following conditions you have to have done, probably some knowledge. Okay, defeating the leader. Edania, let's see, there's the hero. Through the Edania boss subjugation, you will come face to face with the legendary foes you've only heard about in tales. Prepare to storm massive, overwhelming castles and confront mighty bosses who defend them, all as you journey towards your ultimate destination. This upcoming update brings Jardine, Rusalka, the mermaid boss, and Ensla, each standing guard over their own fortress. Conquer Edania's bosses to earn Edania Rising tokens, unlocking your chance to compete in the Throne of Edania, the top-tier PvP arena for all elite adventurers. However, to ensure that the boss subjugation does not feel like an excessive chore for adventurers, we made it so that after accepting the weekly quest, you can only challenge 1 castle boss per week. So that's exactly what we knew already. So step through the doors of something, take down the demon lords in their castle, and help defend the world. So once more. How to enter the leadership subjugation. The seat of power NPC in Edania castles, right? It's going to be zoning in just like it is with, what's it called? Boss Rush, right? The Black Shrine bosses. To enter the castle suppression quest, you must meet all following conditions. All right, so here are the requirements. So they're the same that I already showed, 350, 427. Oh. They changed them. They changed them. Okay, interesting. They're changed. So this here, this used to be 370, and this was then 450. So I think the reason for this is to prevent cheesing the bosses using Narc's earring. So I had already bought 2-pin Narcs to be able to do Kharazad, but they're gonna change the numbers here. This is actually lower DP, but way higher AP. And the reason why I think this is to prevent Narc and Capocia cheese. The first boss is unchanged, by the way, so you can still cheese him. It's great, awesome, and you might not even need to cheese him because we get the 1 AP DP. Here, this is way higher AP, and this is way higher AP. This was 360 before, and this was 370, I think. And yeah, this here was then 470? No, sorry, 450, 450. So yeah, basically, if you put on a Narc to get DP, you lose too much AP. So I can already tell you, if you're using 2-pin Narcs, the max AP you can get is 380. 380 is with full deck weapons and deck accessories and everything if you use 2-pin Narcs. So this already here prevents you from cheesing the stats. I can already say this is why they've done it. And as somebody that was going to cheese, prep for it, I think it's the right choice. I hate how these old items break the game, like you have the distos with the AP problems, right? And then the Narcs for cheesing bosses. So I think the numbers here are going to be basically you have to use your Kharazad gear. So I personally think that's probably a good idea. Okay, great, excited to see. I'm gonna, of course, look at some numbers. So tomorrow's stream on Friday will cover the gear you need to reach these bosses, and I will be making new plans for my gearing. You can enter when you're wearing equipment, weapons, armors with an item grade red or high. Oh, wait. You can enter when wearing equipment, weapons, armor, accessories with an item grade of red or higher, excluding relics and alchemy stones. So you can't even use Narcs. There you have it. They just, okay, so this is how they are, I guess. Again, I still think they're changing the numbers because of not using Narcs, but now they're also completely preventing you from cheesing the bosses. I had predicted this already, that they were going to do something. They already removed the Black Shrine boss buff to work on the bosses. And I was also saying before they did it, they're going to do something. That's why I hadn't talked about it. I had a feeling they're going to change it. They don't want cheesing. They want you to get the gear. And CRONSTONES. Okay, so there you go. You literally cannot cheese the bosses anymore. You have to be using basically full Fallen Guard armors or EDANIA armors eventually, Black Star weapons, etc. And the accessories, the only thing that's red grade or above is Kharazad's. Everything else is yellow grade accessories, right? So you have to have full Kharazad accessories to enter the bosses. So there you go, guys. I guess this is one way of stopping people from going back to old items and getting more stats, right? So, yeah, next up, the weekly quest. A weekly quest has been added where you defeat the bosses of each castle each week and earn a challenge token that can be used to challenge for Edana. You can only challenge one Saint Edana each week, and you can only accept and complete one of the weekly quests below. Here's like the time of this. After accepting a weekly quest, you can enter your own challenge space, free from disturbances and other adventures. It's a zone, right? You zone in. After the update on Wednesday, it's going to be the 21st, the weekly boss quest will be available starting at midnight the following day. So that would be probably a midnight Friday for us, right? Yeah. I guess that means potentially I won't be able to challenge Insla on day one. We'll still do a lot of other stuff then. If I can't challenge Insla on day one, we'll just do it the day where we can. I'll make sure to stream it so we can do it as the first thing, and you guys can see the hardest boss available. And I also am prepping already to be able to do Kharazad when he comes out the 10th or 11th it will be. So there you go. Right, might be a few days delayed. Don't expect to do the bosses on day one after all. After Edana challenge token obtained as a reward of completing a quest, quest can only be used during the Edana challenge application at value of 3 hours immediately after acquisition. Reward for completing weekly quest. Interesting. So when you do the weekly quest, you get a token that only lasts for 3 hours. So I guess this is a way to prevent people from hoarding the tokens. Weird. Okay, let's see here. Proof of challenge. So here are the rewards, right? Heaven's Cursed Chest. Okay, so this is the token, right? Edana token. And then you get a chest. Upon opening the chest, you will receive all of the items below. Okay, so what was that? That's 150 mil, I think. This right here, the Edana's Fragment, this is what you use to convert your Fallen Guard armors, your Slumbering Origin, into the Godslayer Armor, we know what it's called now. You also get some Primal Fragments, Essence of Kharazad, Perfume. This is, I'm guessing, the new perfumes, right? They added some new perfumes. And some gold bars. Oh, and low probability on opening Jewel of the Beginning. I think this here is the pity pieces for Sovereign Orphan. And then here... Oh, okay, guys, they were fucking lying. They were lying. Bro, it's not one per week. It's one boss per week, but it goes up. Okay, so this changes everything completely, man. This is a huge deal in terms of upgrading your armors and getting your armors. The acquisition rate of the fragments goes up. Okay, this means you definitely want to be doing higher bosses. Okay, so already the next one. Oh, 2 pieces. 20 Crystalline Aura of the End. 40 Kharazad Essence. Well, I'm sure what's the useful will come later. 3 perfume, 3 perfumes. A gold bar. I think that's like 300 mil average, so that's like 400 mil. Chance to open a new crystal. Another crystal. And then Ensla. Which is interesting because Ensla is supposed to be the second hardest boss. Caution is supposed to be in difficulty between the Mermaid and Ensla, but it goes like 1 fragment, 2 fragment, which is the most important thing here. This is what you're gonna need to make the Edana armor and also convert into the upgrade stones. And you get 3 for Ensla. So I wonder if they're gonna change where Caution is. Okay, this is completely crazy. This changes everything. Suddenly, Fallen Guard armor is not looking that good anymore. Maybe that was a... Yeah, anyway. 20 auras. This looks like some pity pieces. 40 Kharazad Essence, 3, whatever, right? And your chance of these. The the Primal Fragment, the main loot obtained for Heaven K, it can be sold for 30 million silver to the NPC shop. Primal Fragments? I'm guessing the Primal Fragments is the Edana Fragments. Yeah, that's gotta be the Edana Fragments. Okay. It doesn't say anything about being sold on Marketplace. I assume you can't sell them. The Throne of Edana. Beautiful. Okay, let's read this. Only one adventurer can claim the name of Edana and walk the path of the throne. The new PvP mode, Throne of Edana, I'll be signing up for it, I promise, has begun. Battle it out in intense free-for-all duels inside each boss's castle. Only the strongest will earn the title of Edana and rule their domain. Every castle in Edania crowns only the most skilled. Keep your throne, you'll have to defend it against challengers every week. Fail to hold your grind and a new Edana will rise in your place. Fight for honor, power, and the glory in the Throne of Edana. Experience the sweet taste of victory. Okay. When you defeat the leaders of each region in Edana, you will be granted the right to become an Edana who governs each region. The selected Edana will be challenged by other adventurers every Sunday. So it's on Sunday, now we know. And a new Edana will be determined through showdown of the adventurers. Adventurers who are ultimately selected and ascend to a throne will be granted privileges and rewards. The only thing we know about is the bonus silver and the drop rate buffs for the entire region. Okay, so application. Remember, this is like KR times, but it's probably going to be the same in your local listings. Oh, okay. So use the Edania challenge mark, obtain completing the weekly missions to subdue the leaders of each region. So this is the one that's like a 3-hour time limit. So I guess when you kill the boss, you have to then make a decision if you want to compete to become the Edana that week, and you can turn it in for whichever boss it is, whichever castle you want to compete for. Yeah, you'll be participating in competition with a character that has used the Edana challenge proof, and cancellation is not possible, so please be careful when applying. How to apply? The week quest reset at midnight. You can only accept and complete one weekly quest. Furthermore, if you apply for the challenge at one Edana castle throne, you cannot apply for any other castle. The Edana challenge proof item is family bound and consume upon use. Additionally, a 3-hour validity period and cannot be used after that time expires. After applying using the Edana challenge item, you can update the attack and defense values displayed in Edana throne. Okay, participation UI with the character you applied for until 10 challenges are selected. Sunday. So basically the way it works is the 7, I guess it says here, yeah, it says down here. I guess we'll do an example. After applying for attack power, that's 350, defense 430, it can be renewed to attack power 360, defense 435. Let's say you get a gear upgrade, let's say you switch your items around, whatever it is. And this is important because among the adventurers who used the challenge mark each region, up to 7 adventurers with the highest combined attack power and defense. If the attack power and defense power is the same, priors will be given an order of the level and experience of the character applied. But basically the 7 most geared people that apply will get a spot among the 10 people to compete. So that's why it's important if you get a gear that you can, or switch around, that you can like increase your chances, right? That you can update the gear to be part of the 7. And then up to 3 random adventurers of each region will be selected for that has used the mark. Okay, 10% challenge duration. What? 10 minutes. Interesting. Admissions open 5 minutes before the match starts. So it's 10 minutes. In a 10... How are we going to kill a DP memer in 10 minutes? Interesting. Maybe there's going to be some special rules. We'll see what goes on here. Okay, so it's like, if you guys don't know, it's all 10 people get thrown in, I think, in the castle, and you fight each other. Free for all, 10 players in, just deathmatch. If you die, you're fucking out, right? And last man standing wins. How to enter 10-man competition? You enter 5 minutes before it starts by clicking R to NPC. And your character is using Edana Proof to enter, meet requirements. A single free-for-all match between 10 challenges will take place, lasting up to 10 minutes until a final challenge appears. If 2 or more challenges remain at the end of the match, a final challenger will be selected based on the remaining percentage HP. If it's tied, the challenger with the highest displayed attack power and defense power will be selected in that order. And then if it's the same, the challenge with highest level experience will... Okay, so yeah, we gotta grind the XP, boys. We're gonna be doing some DSR the next week here with 1000% XP on. Okay, doing the duel, a black curtain is activated and gradually reduces the area dealing damage to adventurers outside the curtain. Okay, so there's some special rules to make sure you just don't run away and hide. The final showdown versus Edania starts then 10 minutes later. And how to enter the final showdown, NPC, blah, 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 blah. Only characters are approved, so it's basically the same. Winner will face off, designated location. The final challenge of Edana will face off in a best of 3 format, each match 3 minutes. And if there's no final challenge, Edana will automatically be reappointed. If there's no existing Edana, the last challenger and adventurer will be selected as Edana. Cool. Interesting. The notes about this. I know a lot of people are already thinking, how can we cheese it? They did say that there was going to be no rules. Like, just play, do what you want. And whatever happens, happens. And I kind of like that. And then I'm sure they're going to make rules in the future when people go giga hard on cheesing and cheating and all that. During the duel, the adventurers will proceed with equipment he's currently wearing. I wonder if you can switch gear. I'm guessing you can't. The match time is fixed to daytime, same as Guild League. There's no death penalties. During a duel, the other participant names will change to Challenger, and chatting will be disabled, so I think that's good. It makes it harder to snipe specific people. And also it makes it a bit harder to team up with homies. When entering the battle arena, the character's skill cooldowns are reset. W and the cooldowns for Blackspear raids, emergency are reset. Nice. After entering the match venue, you cannot leave the area until it begins. You can't change location. Okay. We were talking about this last stream. Pure Blackstones cannot be used in the area. You cannot use pure Blackstones. Or any high purity Blackstones buff applied upon entry will be removed. Good. Doing the dual equipment changes and modified preset changes are not possible. And the Golden Wolf class cannot ride a Black Wolf. I think this means Tamer, right? Sock Tamer can't ride the pit. I don't know about this one because, like, yeah, so you go in with the gear. You have one gear set. I guess this is a way... I'm just trying to think, like, what would be worse? I guess it would be worse if you could switch gear. Because then you would go in with full DP, and then once people start dying, you could switch to more damage and try to kill people yourself. But, like, you just go full DP in the beginning and cheese it out. Whereas here, realistically, you would want to put on some damage, right? If you go full DP, yeah, you might just not be able to win, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna suck. You're gonna get counter geared. Oh, you win full AP. There's an evasion build. Unlucky, right? But that's the name of the game, I guess. If you disconnect during a match, you will automatically be considered defeated. Thank God there's no DCs in BDO, right? If you correct before the start of the Edana selection, you can proceed with the selection match. However, if the duel round begins without you entering, you will automatically lose the round. Thank God you can try and reconnect. If all remaining players die at the same time during the duel, the winner defeat will be turned in the following order. Challenger with higher attack power defense, level of character and duel, challenger with higher experience. I don't know. Is this playtime? Because, like, why would they need to look at the level? Because if you're level 65 and someone's 64, right, then you're already more experienced. I guess maybe it's so both are 66, right? But then I don't know. That's probably I don't know. How Edana Throne progresses. The 10 finalists will wait at the area, and begins. Family names of the candidates will be displayed as challengers, and participants can check the classes, levels, remaining time in the top screen. War, lol. Doing the candidate family name cannot be confirmed, but you already know the names because you see the class names beforehand. Okay. Candidates we're gonna start down, and they fight. This looks like a cool area. Yeah, this is inside the castles, I believe. So I'm guessing that okay, nerf hash. I'm guessing, right, that the different castle will have different layouts for the duel. That is really cool. Damn, they really did a lot for this expansion. Okay, down to the person method. Finalists will wait until the time, and then it's the finals. You fight, boom, you win, and here we go. Rewards. Edana's perks and rewards. Adventurers selected as Edana will enjoy the following privileges and reward. No decrease in tendency. I believe this is karma. No karma loss. You will not decrease when you alt C. However, adventurers who are attacked by Edania can counterattack. In case of Edania, guild unit party members cannot force attacks. So you can't kill your guildies. It's not. It is not like Anon, right? So you just allows to flag up normally, and you don't lose karma. Increased chance of obtaining hunting grounds and Edana blessing buff. Edana can activate Edana's blessing, increasing drop chance by 100% for 1 hour. I think this was 3 hours originally. So 1 hour buff 10 times. That's 10 hours a week. Now here's the cool thing about this. It displayed at the top of the screen. It's a 100% drop rate increase. It applies to all servers, but I believe it's only in your region, right? 100% drop rate in your castle region, but on all servers. Super badass. And it can reach a maximum acquisition probability of 500 when belongingness of Asha and acquisition lord above. So basically, you have your normal 3% drop rate cap, and then you have the hidden 100%. the 300% could go to 400. So that can go up to 400 with this, plus then the 100% from Asha and nodes, and also the green buff from bosses. So you could potentially get up to 500% drop rate. Basically, what they're trying to say is that 100% buff stacks with everything. It is on top of everything. It's a brand new type of drop rate buff, and everyone gets it, and I think that's super cool. Instant resurrection without death penalties. Oh yeah. Edana suffers no death penalty upon death within her territory and is instantly resurrected. She never suffers a death penalty within her territory. Even if Edana has disposition less than 0, I think that's karma, there is no penalty within the Edana's territory. So you can insta-res, there's no death penalties, and you also don't lose karma. Guys, I think we're grinding in money realms. Okay. And here it comes with the money realms, right? When using the grind secret room in the Edana territory in the region, a secret room entrance ticket is required, and purchase from the ticket costs silver, right? So you buy a ticket into the money realm in Edania. Taxes are accumulated as a percentage of the ticket price, and only Edana can check the accumulated tax amount. When Edana is replaced, the accumulated tax are automatically paid to the previous Edana's Black Spirit box, and the amount earned is sent to the mailbox. Even if Edana succeeds in securing the throne and being reappointed, 1 week's worth of taxes will automatically be paid. So you get the total silver once a week that you've earned from having people use the money realm in your region. And this also does tie into this PvP feature of Edana, because a great way of getting people to grind in money realm is making sure they can't grind outside of money realm. So this opens up for like some interesting play choices, and like actually incentivizing the Edana to just go and kill everyone in the region and force them into money realm, so you earn taxes of people grinding in the region. I think this shit is fun. I think it's so fun. Taxes in areas without Edana do not accumulate. If Edana of there enters a secret room, taxes will not be accumulated. Edana's crown is a crown suitable. Ooh, this is the new. We haven't heard about this. Oh, I think maybe have we? I don't know. It's a crown. Cool. It's suitable for conquering Edana Castle, and is given as an item in the warehouse. The Edana crown is limited to 7 days. It's similar to what you get for having, I think, like the castles. You get a crown for 7 days that you can also use to like talk in server chat without paying for it. And I think you also get like 1000 HP on one of the costumes for being a castle lord. So it can be worn as a helmet, part of a pearl costume. When equipped with Edana, energy is not consumed when chatting on server, and world chat is possible without using shout tickets. So that's just like the castle helmets. Chatting world server, Edana will be displayed with a special emoticon and displayed in different color. That is so cool. I love stuff like that. I love it. I think it's so nice. Not all rewards have to be silver. Remove server transfer timeout, instant move to castle function. There is no server transfer time limit within the region. You can move all servers. There's no cooldown if you're at Edana in your region. Edana can immediately move to her castle. This function cannot be used while holding trade goods. And you can check the family of Edana occupy the castle in the world map. Dope. Okay. Hunting grounds and monsters. I know you guys I have been excited to see what's happening here. I was hoping we got a chance to see the drops beforehand, and I guess here we are. The first realm is Jardine's realm. Blue Eve. Holy lord. Okay, so this is the first area, 350 AP. Remember, you're getting Sovereign Offhand with this, so it should be a lot easier to reach. Looks beautiful. The Blue Eve, a realm where roots, root spirits step in dark lore has been added. When you hit the root spirits, objectives placed throughout the hunting grounds covering darkness appears. Okay. Level 65, recommended 350. Okay, so here we go, like the total AP 1565. So that is less, right? I think maybe that's the recommend. I think that's the same for Oseka. But do remember, we're getting the Sovereign Offhand as well. And listed ability. Oh, that's defense, right? 6. Okay. So main loot, Origin, Dark Crystals, Destruction, Decision. So that's pities, I'm guessing. Fragments of the Beginning. They do drop Debos. Interesting. I was kind of hoping we didn't see more Debos, but here we go. Debos are dropping in this region. All 4 are dropping. I guess this is good to keep Debo prices low, which means it's easier for people to then buy pin Debos, right? If the prices still are low. 100,000 silver trash item, and it's heavy. Okay. By defeating it, you can obtain the following titles. Flapping. So that's the loot. We don't know what these items do just yet. And then we have Riskier Realms. Oh my god, that's so cute! No, stop it! They're so cute. I want to plushie with that. PA. Get on it. Nymph Castle, guarded by the corals, blah 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 blah. It's 370. Oh! Interesting. 370 and 440. Right, they did change the numbers, right? So this is for the grind spot. This is not the boss, right? Keep that in mind. This is for the grind spot. Recommended attack power 1660 and 720 DR. Okay, and ooh, interesting. So crystal destructions. Crystal destruction. That's different crystals. That is different crystals. So depending, it looks like the other ones are bigger though. Depending on if these are lower versions of the other ones, then you might have to grind this for specific items. But it looks like it's just a lower version. Could be like Bond Jin 1 versions, right? Decision Destruction, Silent Primordial Fragment, and this looks like a piece for the fragment. Decision and Crystal Decision, and you have these Auras of Doom and Debos once again. And again, very heavy trash loot, 116,000. We don't know how much trash it drops, right? But we know that every place is going to be super egress efficient. So this looks like it's going to be ramping up the silver acquisition. This really looks like it's going to be good money grind spots when you can get here. Okay, got some titles as well. And Instar Realm, I'm not even sure I got the gear for this. Oh my lord. You have this. We saw this picture last week when it was delayed, or 2 weeks ago when it was delayed. Bit of golems. We got some rocks. Let's take a look. 770. Damn. 760. And this is 380, 450. So, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be over this. I should be able to grind it, right? I should be able to go into Kharazad whenever that comes out. But yeah, this is high gear Reqs. 65, what was this? 65 and 65, okay. So, let's take a look. Debos again, and True Dark Crystal of Doom. I think this is going to be one Bond Jin versions. Right? The Crystal of Doom, the True Crystal of Doom, this is probably pity pieces for this, sort of. Destruction. I could see this being one Bond Jin versions. Also, we have the Primordial Fragments, Distorted, Silent Decision. So these looks to be the same, but this here, the Doom one, is different, right? And 140,000 trash. It looks to be very heavy though. It could be a great time to maybe look into some made deals. To see us rolling, love to see it. Okay. I'm expecting to see some, maybe some info about the items here coming, right? Edana's armor. The Genesis Great Armor, Edana's armor has been added. I believe it's called Godslayer's Armor. If there's some new info here. I think we've seen this, right? Yeah, we've seen this. Looks great. So here are the stats. Let's just go in for grinder. So here, this is, see here, that's the boots, 101 DP. So they are same DP at base, very important, same DP, TED and base, right? But look at the hidden stats. Evasion is 55 plus 57. 56? That doesn't look, damn. What? What? Are there different versions of these? That is absolutely insane. this changes everything, I guess, for builds. They said originally that they were going to just combine the stats, but this diff doesn't look like that at all. Look at all that evasion. Holy! Okay, so evasion is 56. It goes from 55, 57, up to 103, and the DR are 45, 54. So that's one less here, and then one more here. So it's the same DR on the boots as the DR boots. I guess that makes sense, right? Because it's going to be the same DR, so maintains DR, and then the evasion, it's even more evasion. Okay, so it gains a ton of evasion, right? Even compared to the evasion boots. So it's almost the same DR, pretty much. It is the same DR as the DR boots, but it's even more evasion than the evasion boots. So there's bonus evasion on them. So if you're an evasion build, you're going to be getting all the DR plus more evasion. This is pretty crazy. Let's take a look at the gloves here. So this is the DR gloves, right? And comparable evasion. Let's do a DR first. 42, 50. So that's the same, right? I think 42, 35. And the gloves here are 46, 31. So that is 4 less and 5 more. So that's the same total DR. And the evasion goes from 38. Sorry, let me take this here on the evasions ones. The evasion is 45, 115. So yeah, that's 3 more and 5. So that's 8 more evasion on the gloves. So basically, the gloves have the DR of the DR, but they have even more evasion than the evasion versions. I want to quickly take a look at the helmet as well. We already know the chest is the same as the chest, but 12 more DR. And that's what I want to check here. I think it's going to be the same with the helmet. Take a look. Let's compare it. Evasion 4072, 4072, and the DR, I would assume, is going to be 62, and then it's going to be 46. 62, 45. Okay, yeah. So I guess that's 11 more DR on the helmet, 12 more on the chest, unless that was changed, right? So there you go. Just converting them will give you all of these hidden stats, and then after that, it's going to be scaling according, like you can check it here in Garmouth as well. They do have sovereign armors in. So after that, it's like, depending on level, it also goes 2 DP up. Cool. Now we have it. Evasion is gonna be back. I know people have been you're gonna get so much more stats. This is crazy. Okay, so they're actually even tankier than we assumed. How to make that? Edana's arm can be crafted the following plays. Edana's hidden secret, Black Spirit, and you have to be level 60, and the return quest completed. Do remember that you need, here we go, right? You need the fragments. So here are the required materials. Ted helmet, pulsar fragment, Ted fragment, one of the gloves. It has to be Ted, whirling, right, and a fragment. So this also means for the people that are able to do the higher tier bosses, I believe, like, I'm going to be trying to do Insla, and I'm going to get 3 fragments from Insla. So I will be able to then convert 3 pieces of gear right away, which is kind of crazy. So I will actually be full Edana armor after week 1. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. Okay. Exchange through the terrifying ancient armor. This is the obliterating armor. This is the pin. Let's see what's up with that, because once the Edana update goes live, anyone with the pin slumbering armor, the obliterating, can exchange it right away for the same piece of the Edana fence gear. At Hideout Ball, we said the exchange would grant Oct, but after reviewing, we realized that given how demanding and symbolic the obliterating level is, it makes sense to offer Nuff. Oh, you just can't stop winning. You just can't stop winning. Now, to be fair, I think the reason they're doing this is because they're also giving you more of the upgrade stones than they said originally. Originally, they said you get 1 per week. And already now, on the first release here, you can get 3 if you can do the higher bosses. So it's already 3 times easier acquiring these than originally said. And once we get the second part with Kharazad, it's probably going to be 4 pieces you're going to get. and they'll probably add more in the future as well. And at least in terms of cost, it is way cheaper to upgrade to Oct. Like way cheaper. I think it was like 600 billion silver you save going for Oct. So I'm not too surprised because they made the acquisition increase as well. And I'll take it. I'll take it. So right now you'll be granting Nov Edana defense gear instead of Oct. Thank you. We're also adjusting the enhancement difficulty. Oh. Okay. They're adjusting the enhancement difficulty. It was very easy when they showed it, but then again, that was under the assumption of 1 stone per week. While we haven't made it harder or easier overall, we're adjusting things so the gap between those who craft and enhance the gear from scratch and those who exchange it for it just as we intended. This should make the system more balanced for everyone. When you craft Edania's armor using destructive primal ardor, that's the pin, you can obtain Nov armor. Right. Okay. Edania's armor stats. Okay. Yeah, like we know this. Okay. Where's the enhancing stuff? Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Edania's armor enhancement. So to strengthen armor, you need 1 Edania Blackstone. To make that, you need 1 fragment, 3 sharps, and 20 Kharazad. And the probability are as following. I wish I had... Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find it. We'll see if we can find the percentages. Number, when you CRONSTONES, Agris, CRONSTONE requirement, 320 stack, Agris, 65. It's not bad, dude. Like it's not. This is still for what it is compared to obliterating. It still looks good. Let's see if we can find it. They show one of them, right? Here we go. I think this... Okay. Oh my god. Ads. I think we found it. So we'll find the same level and we'll compare and we'll see what the difference is looking to be. Any second now. Okay, so here... Oh, the glow? This is from... base to Ted, at pin to Sip, and then Oct. Ooh, dude. What's that cloak though? That cloak looks kind of fire. Okay, quickly here, let's take a look. Okay, does it do a zoom in? Does it do a zoom in? Okay, I don't know if it does a zoom in. We can see here, right? Okay, we have to go back a little bit. Okay, so it's 4.9% on a 310, and that is an Oct attempt. So Oct attempt, it's a 310. That's the same, right? That's the same percentages. 310 Oct attempt. 499, 499. Agris is 30, and the CRONSTONES says 225. 225. So I don't see a difference here. I'm not sure why they said it was going to be harder. Maybe there's some of the other steps. I mean, to be fair, they never showed the other steps, so it just seems a bit weird. We also adjusted the enhancement difficulty of the defense gear while we haven't made it harder or easier overall. Okay. Adjusted things so the gap between those who craft and enhance the gear from scratch and those who exchange the adjustment. I don't know. It looks to be the same, at least on the 1 percentage they showed us. But let me guys know what you think. What are you getting for this? Did I miss something about this? Here we go. The glow upgrade on enhancement levels. Pretty badass. I love to see it. When you craft all 4 pieces, you can proceed with quests to obtain a set of clothing. A costume. The quest can be completed, carried out once per household. It says 4 pieces. Okay. Prevents ancient armor reinforcement decrease. Ancient crystal? Edana's defense gear, newly introduced in Edana, requires TED armor as a craft material. So to set foot, are they reducing the... Okay, let's see what this is. What the hell? So many things are happening, it's crazy. So to set foot in Edana, you'll need to have welding slumbering gear first. Well, not really, you can use try no problem for Jardine. We know that reaching this point takes a lot of time and effort, and we're worried that Edana might feel out of reach for those who haven't met the requirements yet. To help with this, we're adding new enhancement protection items to make enhancing slumbering gear a bit easier. I think if we all did, they were just gonna lower the pities. Like, that's been a prediction as well. I was definitely expecting to see a pity lowering before the end of the year. But okay, they're doing something completely new, classic BDO style, just add more and more new shit to confuse players. You can get the basic protection item from existing content. They're designed basically CRONSTONES, it seems like. You guys get your grindable CRONSTONES. Okay. They're designed to help you grow and progress. Stronger protection items drops in EDANIA Monster Zone and can be... Oh, wait! It's actually grindable, sellable CRONSTONES. No way! It really happened. And we trade in Central Market. We set their prices carefully, so they currently reflect the value of the slumbering gear and CRONSTONES. This is so good. That is huge. That's probably some of the stones we saw at the other drop table. But those already in EDANIA, these items offer extra Monster Zone profits. For everyone else, they are a handy way to get ready for new region EDANIA. And this is what they should do. They should put these items that benefit people trying to catch up as a sellable item for people that are ahead. So, like, you sell it, some of your value when you grind comes from helping and make it easier for other people with getting their in-game gear. This is great. What a good way of doing this. And again, it's grindable CRONSTONES. Dude, it actually happened. There is a god. Winsu never stops winning. We love YJ. An item called Primetime Crystal has been added to prevent enhancing levels from decreasing when enhancing ancient grade armor fails. The distorted silent can be traded through the unified exchange. That's the crystals. The crystals cannot be traded by the exchange, but can be sold to the NPC vendor. If you fail to strengthen through it, the ancient value will be accumulated. So it does give you pities as well. And it's just the slumbering origin gear. Here we go. Oh, these are the items for it then. These are the items for it. So this one here, used to strengthen armor a level. Integrated goods, dig here, proof of immortal. Wait a minute. If I'm not wrong, isn't this the rewards you get from doing dungeons? Is this dungeon rewards they're adding to this? And then you have distorted. See, this is used to strengthen distorted armor. Okay, so this is to... okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. These crystals here, they are only working to get, I guess, Do, it would be Do, right? Distorted. And then from tri-items, silent, you need these ones here. And that is 50 distorted crystals plus 100 magic fragments. And you get those in the Nymph Castle and Orbit Castle. I believe this is Jardine, right? Oh wait, no, this is Ensla and Mermaid Castle. And then these up here, the silent ones, they go to Tet. They're for Tet armors, and that is 50 and then 100, and they drop also there, but obviously higher chance at Ensla Castle. And I also think you can get more of the pities and everything to make these, probably, right? What a great idea. I love it. I love it. Primordial crystals, you can design exchanges for the following items. Unified good. Yeah, proof of immortality. This is definitely the Black Spirit thoughts. I think these are the Rift ones. So yeah, under the integrated goods, you can these different things will give them to. This here definitely is the dungeon rewards. So start doing dungeons. Okay. Now exchange possible 8 per week. It looks like the selling price are as following. Store lower limit 5 billion, 6 billion silver. And the silent one is 6.5 and 7.5. And what's this here? Distorted. I'm not sure what that is. Is that pity pieces? I'm not sure what this is. Also, why are these only... I'm not sure what these are. Did I miss that? Yeah, I'm not sure what these two are, but they're way cheaper. This year, this is for the Tetatoms. They're going to be 6.5 to 7.5 billion. Let's just quickly check how much it is for an attempt. Enhancing simulator here. So we can go like Nebraska on our TED attempt. It is 2,700 crons times 3 mil. So that's 8.1 billion silver. Vendor crons is 8.1 billion silver for the CRONSTONES for a TED attempt. Whereas this is going to be between 6.5 and 7.5 billion silver. So even max price is cheaper than vendor crons, guys. This is perfect. This is absolutely freaking amazing. This is so good. Let me check real quick if you were to do costume crons, NA crons as we call them. Times 2.7. So that's 5.8 bill. Okay, so basically this is bang between your costume crons. So costume crons are still better, but this is strictly better than vendor crons. So this is awesome. This is a great way of people to then get a cheaper progression for their Fallen Guard armors that are so important now, without having to rely on costumes and also not paying the premium price of vendor cron stones. This is great. I really hope they add more stuff like this to other items, especially catch-up items, which Fallen Guards are now. I am so impressed with this. What a big W. Wansu, the absolute man. Okay, next up is Sovereign Armor. Sorry, Sovereign Offhand. It's been added. Let's see. Okay, we know the 3 ways of making them. They're here as well if you missed them. The Twilight Gem is the 20k Kaffers, right? So let's see if there's anything new here. This is the pity. Well, I guess this is the big one and then the pity. So you have a real chance of dropping this. I hope this is sellable as well. Just want to get it out there. I really, really hope that the pity here is sellable, that you can sell these on the marketplace to also like have a way of endgame grinders making silver off of making it easier for newer players to progress and catch up. I think it's a really good dynamic of having value attached to grind spots. And then of course you want new stuff, which we know we're getting with the crystal upgrades and artifacts and all that. Okay, so there we go, right? But let's see. If you have all the materials, you go to the Phoenix. Okay, so it's just like the other ones. You go to Phoenix, you turn it in, boom, 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 you get it. You can check out my guide on how to make Sovereign gear. It's the same. You upgrade with the same stones, no differences. With the addition of the King's Secondary Weapon, the J-Hammer can now be used on the offhand as well. So you guys kept your special Sovereign J-Hammers. They work on the offhand now. Good. And the numbers, I'm just going to quickly look through if there's any changes. It should go up 1 AP per level. So from 47 to 57. All right, that's the same. 5 accuracy per level. Oh, that's changed. This used to go up 5 accuracy per level. Now it goes up 5 until Oct will get 6, 6, and 6. Okay, but do remember, you just gained a ton more evasion than we were expecting on your gloves and boots. So it does make some sense, right, to increase some accuracy here as well on the latest levels for in-game. The defense, 1, 1, 1, 1, that's the same, and evasion should be 1 all the way through. Yeah, 1 all the way through, and this should be 1, and then later 2. That's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, so that's the same, nothing changes. A monster is 1 per level. Yep. And health. Yeah, okay, so that's the difference. A bit more, 3 more accuracy, I guess, in total. Nothing crazy, but yeah, a total of 3 more accuracy. Wow. Enhancement probability. Yeah, this looks the same. Yeah, this looks the same, right? It's Sovereign. Yeah. The number of CRONSTONES and naked fragment strengthener is the same as the other weapons, so everything is the same. New items! Let's see, this is all the stuff that we don't know details about. The Leader's Crystal, Flawless Leader Crystals, and the Guardian Caboose Relics and also Daycare Relics, all damage reduction and evasion can be obtained from Tenable Castle, which all release on server 10. Okay. New. Oh, never mind. This is gonna be upgrades. Are we also getting the? Can they also drop Caboose? Maybe they can also drop Caboose, but definitely the items to upgrade, right? So this originally they only said Daycare. There will also be Caboose upgrades, which I was kind of expecting because otherwise Daycare would just be piss. You can obtain the Leader Crystal by defeating monsters in the Edana region and processing it together to make the flawless Leader Crystal and improve stone. You can obtain the Kabua Daycare Relics by improving the crystal of the flawless guild you have created with the assistant Kabua Relics. Okay, so it's just, you can upgrade it. Artifacts acquired through improvement cannot be registered on a unified UI, so it's like putting Garmoth Heart on. You can probably extract them later. So 100 decisions for the full upgrade, 100, 100, and 200, and you can improve the red artifacts. Now what happens? See, Kabua gets monster AP plus 3, monster DR plus 5, and maximal. This is additional effects to existing relics. So this brings it up to 10 monster AP, right, and 5 monster DR, more. So that's 25, which then means it does stay the best. Otherwise, the difference would be 1 AP. And when you use it on these, it's going to be 6 all attack power and 250 health. Cool. You can extract the flawless crystal. Yeah. You extract it to show them here. There's also going to be lightstone upgrades. Added fire lightstone distortion with additional attack power effects for the Edania race. Yeah, we talked about this as well throughout the weeks here. I was definitely expecting a new lightstone for Edania, so we could get Edania AP set up like you have for Camisylvian and this demi-humans. Okay, so yeah, you can just get those. There's a new item added. You can open boxes and it'll probably be there. A new lightstone recipe has been added. Lightstone distortion, Edania race 15, so a total of 30 with 3 of these. It's gonna be 3 for 3 and iridescent. So exactly like the demi-human and Kama. Added amplified lightstones that can be obtained by processing existing lightstones. Okay. By heating the fire flame lightstone materials below, you can obtain an amplified lightstone with the same name. So, so this is what these are. These that we saw earlier, you're also gonna get them from the boss thing, right? 30 of these allows you to upgrade a lightstone. So amplified, fire, earth, right. 30, 50, and 100. Damn, BMCs, man, they're gonna go sky high. Crystalline ore of N can be obtained from Edana Hunting Ground and boss subjugation content. Amplified lightstone has a stronger effect than the original one. So for Fury, it's double. It goes from 2 AP to 4. Accuracy is double up as well. Monster AP goes from 3 to 5. Human AP goes from 4 to 6. Monster, special monster like demi-human, Kama, and then it's also going to be, of course, Edana goes from 5 to 7. And as far as we know, for what they said, there shouldn't be a change to the combination buff. But this would mean that, for example, the demi-human lightstone, instead of giving a total of plus 30, it will be a total of plus 36 with upgraded and 36 as well for the other ones, right? So, yeah, 2 more here, and that's also 2. So, yeah. Interesting. All special attack goes from 0.5 to 1. Half a percentage on the different percentages. Attack speed from 1 to 2. Yeah. Critical hit chance. Okay. So that would mean that Blade would be 20%, right? I think it's 8. No, is it 14? It might be 14. So like 1 more percent. Edana 2 more. Damage reduction gets 2 more. So yeah, I guess this for the Iron Wall or the Rigid Shield, that would be a total of 8 more DR on that combo. Evasion gets 4 more. So all of these would be getting more, right? Pretty much just almost double up in value with a few exceptions. Okay. When equipment with the amplified lightstones, the lightstone combination effects that requires an extra stone of same will be activated. So yeah, it seems to be the same combination. You just get... Yeah, that's like all out attack, I think. 23. I think that's the same. Yeah, that's the same. So it's just the bonus stats on them, which are nice. Does you give exchange formula that allows you to exchange Fire, Last Stone, Distortion, whatever. Those are like the new ones. They're just adding to it, so you can exchange it. Magical Crystal, a new modification group. EDANIA has been added. Accordingly, 4 new modifications to the EDANIA group has been added. You can craft it by defeating monsters in EDANIA Hunting Ground and using simple alchemy. So these are new crystals. Right. The Origin Crystal of Destruction. 15. Oh, so this is how you're going to reach those crazy numbers they showed us earlier. You're going to be needing the crystals. Maybe you need to grind a lower zone, get the crystals, move on to the next one. This is huge. I'm guessing you can... 30? What? With the modification group is 1. Okay. So you can only have 1, but this is... God damn! 40... Wait! Oh my god, okay, these are... What the... Dude! Holy moly. So, okay, yeah, there you go. You can only have 1, 15 plus 5. They go up to 60 EDANIA AP and 20 monster DR. I have a feeling these will be required for progression in EDANIA. Yeah, I might have to start grinding lower zones even with my gear to get these crystals. This is so much stats, man. This is wild. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, you can get these. They get the spots. They can upgrade, and of course you'll be able to sell them. I think that's probably going to be some money making. It seems to be 1 only. It just so happens that in the current Bisc crystal setup, you sort of have like 1 filler spot, so they fit right in there. The button wandering dark crystals cannot be registered. Okay, they can't be sold. Well, interesting. That's weird. Maybe the fragments can be sold. Maybe the fragments can be sold. I would hope so. 5 type of Riverdawn. Okay, so there's another thing. We knew that there was going to be upgrades to the crystals, right? We knew that. The Riverdawn crystals has stronger equip effects and lower attack power reduction than the true Dawn crystals. That's the Gen ones. So they've been added. Okay, they are upgrades. Okay, that's what I thought. So let's see here. The attack power one is 7 attack power. The Dawn is 20. Okay, so you no longer lose sheet AP, which is super important since that is 8 bonus AP per sheet, right? So that makes a lot of sense for the BSR. Okay, the accuracy is only -5. It's -7 at the moment. So you gain 2 more sheet AP by using this over the current one. And River Dawn crystals. 25 plus 4. Isn't this the same? Let me check these real quick. I think the evasion looks really good. Oh, wait. Sorry for this. Just quickly gonna go in here. Right, let's just go in here and put in this. Evasion, right? So evasion, isn't that the same? -25, 25 DP, 25. Oh, it's 3. Oh, it's HP. It's only 100. Great. This is an indirect nerf. It's a direct nerf to DR stacking, because you will not be getting more DR. And the problem with the DR stacking is you get so much DR that you can bottom out AP and they don't do any damage to you. So we will get more AP now, right? But you will not get more DR, just more HP with the obviously better version. So no more DR is being added, right? So in an AP build, you'll be gaining 2 times 6. So that's 12 AP, but 0 DR. That's great. That's good. And for the evasion, is that the same? This is going to be disappointing as it is because... no. Wait. That's hidden evasion 23. So it's minus 25 AP, 25 evasion, and then hidden evasion. So that's... no, that's 48. Never mind. It's the same. Total evasion here, right? No, wait a minute. No, this is insane. Unless there's something going wrong here, right? This is the sheet DP, like you got 25 DR up here, and then the hidden is 4. This here is 48, where the current crystal is only 23, so that's an additional 25 evasion on the evasion. Was my prediction as well, that they were gonna buff the evasion crystals to be better than your Centaur and the River Neck. So, dude, like, there's so much evasion now. Okay, evasion is up huge again with this. So that's a 25 evasion buff on the evasion crystal now. I really, really wish, please PA, make them, like, limited to how many you can stack as well. But they probably won't do that. The River Dawn crystal can be crafted by heating the materials below. The River Dawn cannot be registered into Guild Market. So it's a regular Gin crystal. It has to be a Gin crystal, right? 100 of these, 300 and 500, and then you can upgrade them. There you go. There you go. Okay, absolutely huge. Especially the evasion, that is insane. That is so insane. And then also them buffing the DR with only HP, meaning that it is effectively nerfed. Like, this is an effective nerf to the DR crystals by not giving them DR on the upgrade. And holy dude. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Yeah. Yep. This will be interesting to see how the meta shapes up now, but my prediction is evasion is so bad, man. Holy. By heating the River Dawn crystal, you can obtain Essence of Dawn and Crystallized Aurora with each. Huh? River Dawn crystals. I think this is Jin, right? Yeah. Oh, so interesting. Oh, this is the upgraded ones, right? Give me 2 seconds. I think this is the upgraded ones. Those are the upgraded ones. Okay, 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 okay. So you can just, if you hit the upgraded ones, you do get the shots back. Well, here we go, right? The evasion of the Jin Bottom Crystal had been increased. So it wasn't just the upgraded version. They're buffing all of the evasion crystals. So I was right in what I saw there. Yeah, there you go. They're just adding 25 evasion to the evasion crystal at the Jin version. Holy moly. They're adding the breath recording crystal, which can be amplified to benefit on live content. This is the Prion Kharazad crystal. The Ruskal coral required to craft it can be obtained by mining after defeating Ruska's stone grabs. Hey, so we have to go there, I guess. Essence, recall, 100, blah, blah, blah. You make this, and... Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna say, dude, we need another update. I'm still using 2 Tit Prion accessories. I use 2 Tit Prion accessories, and I have 3050 mastery without any buffs on. 3050, no, it's 75 now. I think 3075 mastery, and I don't have buffs on. And I still use 2 Tit Prion accessories. And now they're gonna be adding, that's 5 mastery times, is it 18 crystals we have? It's like 90 mastery or something like that on top of that. Plus, of course, the XP. We really need like a life skill update with this, I feel. Crazy. Okay. I am very happy though, because we no longer have to like fill up our crystal inventory with double life skill crystals. Now it's just 1 crystal that gives you both mastery and the XP. Thank God. Okay, elixirs and perfumes. These are new ones. They've been added. So let me see what they require. Let's see what they require here. Sinner's Blood, 4 Trace of Nature, brands, Caphras Tree Sap, a new resource, and 5 liquid. So, oh my god, that's so many. This is cooked, dude. This is absolutely cooked. Right, and that's the blue version, and these will be used for the harmony versions here that you can see, which is just the normal harmonies but with Edania damage, right? So orange word can be used to crafting 3 to 1, completely normal, all that we knew. Let's see if there's anything about the perfumes. Edana's elixir has been added to the medicine box, never happening. Added a fragrance of lodging and fragrance of perseverance. It's a superior perfume with more powerful effects than the Courage and Deep Sea. Okay, Perfume of Longing. 25 attack power, 500 health, 5. And then this one over here, this is the new Deep Sea, I guess. 15 attack power, so that's 5 more. Back attack, down attack, and air attack 10% and 400 health. Yeah, just upgraded versions of the old Courage and Deep Sea. And I do want to say, I think it's about time if they add them, because like nobody gathers for these. The way of getting them basically boils down to PvP. Always sold out. It's not part of the economy normally, right? Outside of AOS season. So having a way of in-game acquiring these, I think is good and healthy for the game. So yeah, and then of course add them to PvP rewards as well. So those are the perfumes, immortal versions. Our recipe for making has been added. Through mining, Ruska. Okay, so like life skilling region is going to be the mermaid region, guys. There you have it. 5 nature's trace, 5 clear, 6 oil of corruption. Oh, damn! Is oil of corruption? Oh, never mind. I thought this was the immortal. Never mind. I thought this was like the immortal items you needed for that. Okay. Oil of corruption. This is like super cheap. This is insanely cheap. So the Ruskull's coral. Interesting. No idea about the drop rate, but yeah, this is really cheap. I guess we gotta go mine in Mermaid Land. A simple alchemy recipe added allows you to obtain the perfume of desire and perseverance by utilizing perfumes of deep sea and courage. W. Essence of Kharazad. We have upgrading the existing ones into it. Great. This item can be used to process existing perfumes. And you get them by logging or sapping Kharazad trees. And you also get them from boss rewards, I believe. They were listed in the boss rewards. Create perfume. Awesome. And here are the prices, if you guys are curious about that. All the items and everything. There's new furniture. I'm just going to skip through it. Nice. They look great, though. How you make them, where you get them. God damn. Thank God it's in-game as well, man. You get it here. Life skill content. Okay. Let's see if there's actually new stuff. New bases and production facilities. Contribution required to connect all the bases is unified at 1. Additionally, you can activate a production base by spending 1 contribution point. Among the bases in Edania are the houses in Al's relation, shop, whatever. House cannot be personal residence, but can be used as workshop quarters. So there's going to be notes here, more traces with crystals, trace, titanium, good byproducts, whatever these like, but good byproducts, and let's use this. Okay, there we go. Kharazad tree with Kharazad sap and spirit leaf. Goated. Oh my lord, Kharazad with monk brands. Goated, more monk brands. Maybe monk brands won't actually be the gated material anymore. This is 3 notes with a secondary drop of monk branches. That is huge. Huge. And it's all 1 CP. That's all going to be the new fish notes. Lots of new fish here. Let's see what the big jackpots are. The yellow grades. 1 million a pop, 1.5. Okay, in red grades. Polka Dot Gary, original 183 and 144 mil. Ooh. That's pretty good. I guess depending on the drop chance of them. That should be fun. Mapping out the stuff here. All hail fishing. With additional new fish, additional target species, and the weekly fishing competition has been added. Blah, 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 blah. Edana's collectibles. A new collectibles have been added in Edania. Kharazad tree, spirit infused Kharazad tree, working logs, Kharazad logs, Kharazad playing, sap, and Kharazad essence. Inslot gold. Okay, and copper snake. Oh, new snakes. Okay, cool. And the dormant crab, where you can get the coral. Existing collection can be collected in another region. Elder tree, wild herbs, rocks, all that. Okay. I'm gonna need 2 seconds, guys. I haven't pre-read this. I've stayed off any Discord and everything. I don't know what's about to happen here, but I'm just gonna like say it. We should be getting PvE updates today, and I hope to have a playable class in PvE. I really hope to see something that affects Warrior PvP as well, because I've said this on stream as well. Right now, Warrior is the worst in PvP it's ever been, but most importantly, it's also the most unfun it's ever been. And I'm really at the stage where I don't even like, I don't want to play Warrior in PvP. I don't like, I just been life skilling, I've been chilling, been enjoying that, but I really want to have fun playing my class again. I don't need to be OP and anything. I just want to have fun playing it. So I know this is probably just going to be PvP updates, which I'm happy to see. PvP should come later, but just let me play my class PA. And I know a lot of you guys out there share the exact same sentiment for your class. Just do right by us, PA. Do right by us. Just let us play our damn class. We don't need to be it. We just want to be available. Okay, the adjustment includes adjusting PvE character performance, including various aspects necessary to improve character performance in PvE situations, such as the ability to perform back attacks, ease of operations. Don't do that, War. Just stop dumbing down the class. That's one of the reasons it's so unfun right now. And the concentration required to form and execute combos. I don't like the sound of that. We're also reviewing and adjusting the remaining classes, taking into account the issues mentioned above. Further changes may occur after Edania update as continue to review the changes. These character changes will not be updated to the official server immediately. They will be updated once adjustments for remaining classes have been finalized. Okay, so this will not be out with Edania next week. They are just doing these changes, showing what they're doing right now, and then probably collecting all of them, putting out a big patch. Time to get disappointed. Warrior. Main hand, the damage of fallen skills have been adjusted, PvP damage have been adjusted in proportion, so it remains the same. Gangster 3, this is Succession, by the way. Succession is like really solid in PvP right now, but yeah, keeps getting buffed. I guess as long as they're aiming for Awakening Witch, that's fine, right? So that's like, it's not that much. Like small buffs here, forward slash, spinning. This is spinning slash, that's a big update. Also, there's a nice update on today's patch for Warrior with being able to spin slash, like double damage and some abilities. It's kind of cool, 30% damage. Scars of Dusk, getting a big, ooh, okay. That's pretty cool. If you can filter in the additional Q blocks, which gets, I think it's 15% damage increase. When you use that, you can Scars of Dusk twice in PvE. And the first one getting a 50% damage increase. And now they're buffing Scars of Dusk. So this might actually go really freaking hard, depending on how you can like filter these in on attacks and time a Q block into a bonus Scars of Dusk of the reworked abilities we're getting in today's patch. Okay, pretty nice. This is a lot, man. This is like everything. This is the entire kit. Oh my god, my heart is pounding. And the goldfish. Damage of fallen skill has been adjusted. PP is the same. It's also just buffed. Yep. Buffed and damage. Guardian, PP damage is the same. This is Succession, getting damage buff. And Awakening, PvE damage buffs as well. That's some really nice increases. 10% here. Okay. Like, oh, that's a big one. It's like 15%. Okay. No, wait, is this transformation? Oh, this is main hand, and this is Succession, and this down here is Awakening, and this is getting, it's like 5%, right? A bit less. That's like a 10%. Yeah. Okay, so again, everything here is being buffed. It looks like 5 to 10%. Dracania, okay, Awakening, finally getting some love in PvE. Saga's actually doing really right now. And not too surprised not getting buffed. But again, do remember that just because your class or spec isn't in today's patch doesn't mean that it's not getting buffed next week, right, guys? Because they said they were maybe not done. So maybe next week. That's like 10% damage, 10%. It looks around 10%, right? Yeah, 10% damage-ish on Awakening Dracania. This is 30% almost. Okay. Oh wait. Okay, Awakening. Is there anything for Sock? That's so weird because like everyone I talk to and know, right, Sock needs love, right? And Awakening is so good. I might even start playing Awakening if they keep killing my warrior. Attack power, increased effect of sidekick has been transferred to Passing Spirit. The Passing Spirit setting has been improved to smoothly link with left and right click abilities. The last hit of Rising Moon has been exploding, has been transferred to Flower Prey. The damage performance skill has been adjusted. PvP remained the same. They're actually buffing the damage. That is crazy. Wow, it's even big. That's like a 20% damage increase? Am I going crazy here? Wow. Okay. That's wild. I was not expecting that. I thought Sock was going to get buffed. But again, sure, maybe they're buffing the strong specs. Maybe, guys, they're just buffing the stronger class specs today. So you see, like, you don't get blown away by the huge buffs to the underperforming specs next week. Like Sock, Wusa, and Awakening Warrior, alright? Okay, Scholar getting buffed as well. 10% it looks like. All the abilities just fired up. You love to see it. You love to see it. Main weapon, and I guess this is the Awakening abilities. Getting buffs as well. Everything for PP damage is the same, guys. Keep that in mind. Dosa, Succession. Nice buffs. Holy. Okay, great. It was a bit underperforming. I think awesome. Great to see this. They are really hitting some of the classes as well that need some love. Wukong. Any new abilities? No new abilities. Okay, still no new abilities, but pretty big PvE damage, I guess. Not even that big. I take that back. This is tiny. Bro, they're trolling. They're trolling. 5%. Okay. It's like 5% damage increase, right? It's literally just 5%. Okay, Wukong is safe, guys. 5% damage increase in PvE. Pretty go to class. And some other general changes. Jump triggered immediately. Kunu, Black Spirit, some bugs they're fixing here. Yeah, issue where effects pulling push characters in PvP was not triggered. Okay, so this is the vacuum. A lot of people have been complaining about vacuums being bugged or not working. I was just happy that that was the case, but it seems that it's really a bug, right? A pull push was not triggered. So these abilities here were bugged for the vacuums or push aways, so they are getting fixed next week. Some item changes here. Okay. Okay. There it is. The distortion earrings. Goddamn knew it. I'm gonna have to redo my gear guide, don't I? Yeah. The monster bonus attack power that is obtained with notable attack power from 310 or higher. The values of the distortion earrings, then the Vaha Dawns, Debo Rock and Carrot earrings, which are specialized in attack power, have changed somewhat. Basically, if you have a pin disto, the only way you're gonna get a better one was by having a deck Kharazad. A pin disto is better than enough Kharazad. But they're making changes. I thought they were gonna just add it to the red crystals, but yeah. This also means, keep this in mind, I think they're gonna buff the stats here. It means it will be easier to reach the gear goal required for some of these castles and boss fights. I'll try and make an updated video and guide for reaching the goals for this. So, if nothing else, we'll talk about it on tomorrow's Friday stream, so tune in. With the new system, extra monster AP will now be added as a bonus. When it's played, it reaches 310. Because of this, the value of this... Okay, so that's... to keep this balance, we increase displayed AP at certain enhancements levels of Debo Raka and Kharazad earrings. Distortion earring is the worst item to ever be added to the game. So many years later, and it's still just power creeping us. The attack power displayed has changes. So, at pin level, it gets +1 AP on disto earrings. Pin disto get +1 AP. And I guess... Oh, that means all... Ooh, okay. So, it gets at Hex. Currently, it doesn't get any AP at Hex. So, now it's gonna get +1 AP from Hex. This is good as well because it's a stupid item in terms of progression, that it had levels where it didn't get an AP because it had to match with Debo Raka. I'm so happy for this. This makes it a lot easier for new players as well, people like progressing. It becomes more intuitive. It's not like a wasted upgrade, it feels like. So this is really good to see. This also means that now, by having enough Kharazad, it will be better than a pin instead of the deck, right? So, okay, that 1 AP is kind of important for this. The combat stats of the... No! Oh my god. Oh my god. I knew they were gonna do it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. The tailoring coupon has been nerfed, guys. I'm sorry. The combat stats of items occupying Pearl costume slots do not apply for Edania content. They are taking all the cheese out. I think with this patch here, like I said this as well when they delayed it. I think one of the reasons was because they wanted to figure out how to patch out all the cheese, make Narc earrings, capuchas, and also the costume not work for this stuff. And you see it today, it is 100% one of the reasons it was delayed. It was to avoid people cheesing stats. They wanted you to just upgrade your gear. And I do get that. I think it's also healthier for the game. But yeah, there it is. No longer, and you can't really use Narcs anymore. Well, you can't use Narcs anymore because it literally is a hard requirement that it's red or buff grade gear. So you have to go. It's time, guys, to give up all these side quests, right? Kharazads is the future. But Debos as well. You can still Debos. It's so cheap. Definitely look into maybe going from pin Debos straight into enough in some cases. You're gonna need it anyway for the gear requirements. Right. Elvia, Oseka. Location must appearing in locked rooms to change the same outside as the reappearance most of the time has been changed the same as outside. So the method of entering a secret room is changed from NPC dialogue to through a button, the same as existing money rooms. Change to the time is displayed. Okay, yeah, this is just like the money Oseka room. Money secret room has been unified in UI. However, a special entry is required to enter the secret room of Elvia and Edania. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's just like, yeah, so you buy these scrolls to enter the Edania money realm, which is called silver, and that's the stuff that the Edana earns profit of. And for Elvia, you play a Crystal of the Void. In attractions, we changed so that you cannot use daggers that do not correspond with difficulty level, so you can't do normal to then do Elvia, makes sense. On quests, great steps, 3 shots natural 2 seconds, 100% combat 4, doesn't stuff. If you're not completed, instruction castle, return button, the name of the tail journals changed to adventure journal. Okay, base health. Okay, Node Wars seed stuff. Let's see what's in here. The health has been changed, please. 2-hour Node Wars. Stronghold defense have been increased by 18% on T1. Defense changes increased by 15. Flag increased by 33, and defense increased by 11% for T2. 8. So they're just buffing the building's survivability for the capped. Sorry, yeah, for the capped, and for the uncapped, they're buffing them as well, I guess. Yeah, that seems to be it, right? They're just making buildings tankier. An event integrated has been added, allows you to check the events in the single pop-up window. Good, about time. A lot of people don't know you can go in and open the actual events in game because it goes to the homepage and stuff. A bit weird. So this is good, nice, easy to keep track. And with this down region, Pathfinder has been changed to possible in the sea, and some bug fixes. Nothing phrasing normally, nothing crazy there. So all in all, crazy patch. Only thing I am insanely disappointed about is the classes that chose to do PvE updates. The only thing that gives me just a little cope is that they said they're doing more and they're not putting out these patches until they're all done. So surely we get it next week. But other than that, this was exactly what I hoped for and so much more. I am really excited for next week, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you all in the next one.